这点少消耗，我叫Paolo。今天我要谈的是Guokao. I'm just messing with you. I'm not gonna do the speech in Chinese. I would like to, but I'm not able to do so yet. So, roadblocks were being set up. The police dispatched, and the drones were hovering in the sky. As more than 10 million students, Chinese students, prepared to take the National College Entrance Examination, or also Guokao in Chinese. So, have you ever wondered what is or what are those toughest or hardest exams in the world? Well, this is not the hardest one in the world, but is one of them. So, the Guokao is an examination taken by Chinese students in their third and final year of high school. It is often it run this year from June 7th to June 9th, but it often run from June 7th to 8th and sometimes to 9th, but this time was until 9th. So it was more, well, you have the exact amount, 10.78 million students in China take this exam. So it is also the long criterion for admission into Chinese universities. So as you can guess, this exam is to see if your score, if your knowledge meets the requirement to get into that dream school or university that you want to get into. So you need to approve the exam, this exam that lasts 3 days, as you can see, sometimes 2. And if you meet the requirement, you can get into that university, you can study in that university. It is very similar to how it is in here, but the exams that we do here is applied by universities. But this exam is applied by the whole education system in China. Yeah. And well, it's one of the hardest or the toughest in the world. So, though varying from province to province, the exam is related or is about Chinese literature, mathematics, and a foreign language, which in most cases is English. But there are also Spanish, and I don't remember the other. Anyway, if the students choose liberal art as a specialty, they need to take additional tests related to history, politics, and geography. And if they choose science, they have to take physics, chemistry, and biology tests. So, if any student didn't approve the exam before 2000, the year 2000, they didn't have any other chance to do the exam. So they couldn't get into any university in China. By that time, previously, some of them committed suicide because they couldn't enter to that university. Yeah, they are very strict about that. Well, they were, because now there's no age limit, so they can do it. They can do the exam as many times as they want. Or, in fact, there is a grandpa farmer who went through his 14th Guokao. So that grandpa has done the exam 14 times. And also a brave 49-year-old man went viral by announcing that he was on his 20th Guokao, 20, to get into his dream university. But well, as you can imagine, the preparation for such high-stakes make-or-break exam, and I wrote these adjectives because they are kind of different from the ones that we already know. Yeah, because we see that they are united. Two words are united by an hyphen. So those are called compound adjectives. You will see that soon in Summit 1 maybe. So the first one, this high stakes, is used when you want to talk about an exam or a test or sometimes a hard decision that you need to take. So you use the adjective high stakes, and that is well, it matches very well with this speech, which is about a hard exam. And also make or break exam. Well, you can guess what it is. It's make or break. You approve it or you fail it. There's no any other place to run. So as you can imagine, as I was saying, the preparations for such a high stakes make or break exam is a long and grueling process. They often devoted 1 year, the last year of high school, to study for this exam, to prepare for this exam. Some institutions even take 3 years of practice exams almost every single day. And also, what else? Well, you can see, as you can see at the bottom of the slides, you can see the boy sat at his desk, and you can see all the paper exams and the books piled up on his desk and on his classmates' desks as well. So it is a long process and very grueling, as I said. And New York Times, I guess you know what New York Times is. It's a newspaper from New York, the United States. So interviewed a student from Mao Tanshan School in China, of course. And the student said, if you connected all the practice tests I've taken over the past 3 years, they would drop all the way around the world. So he didn't mean that literally, but you can have an idea of how hard this is for them. So you can imagine all the paper and all that, all the exams and all that. But well, they are not the only ones who get stressed and worried and concerned about all this fate of life, but also their parents. They also are worried about them. And well, you can see the streets of China, of many cities, crowded by their parents, waiting for them to see how did the exam, how did it. You may know Chinese culture by Chinese people being so strict, and you have to do it well or dishonor, or you're, I don't know, executed for our family or something like that. They are very strict, but they were, because now they are not like that. They are more flexible. They are more like, I understand my child, and if he didn't approve the exam, he can do whatever he wants. It's his life or her life. That's what they say now. So in recent years, some celebrities has helped these students with some encourage, messages like that. From Stephen Hawking, I guess you already know who is Stephen Hawking, who passed away in 2014. From Jim Parsons, and of course you know who Jim Parsons is, from The Big Bang Theory, saying phrases like xiao yao, something like that, I don't remember. But it is an encouragement message to encourage the students. You can see China in these 3 days very crazy, because they are very crazy for this period, for these exams and all that. And even the government, authorities helped or give priority to students to make them or to help them get in on time to their exams. So metro stations are available in priority to students. And also, this was in 2018, 1,700 taxi drivers volunteered to help students get in their exams on time. This year it was 1,200 due to the pandemic situation and all that. And that was all. So, 非常感谢. Thank you very much.